Brady versus Brees, my word, my lord. I mean, these are the two quarterbacks we've been talking about all year with Brees, and does he have the arm strength anymore? What does he have left? And Brady was, well, I mean, the offense was never in sync, and will it could ever be in sync? And now here we are, they're both in the divisional round. I cannot wait for this. How do you suss out this all-time matchup, Kurt?
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait either. I mean, these are two guys that I have enjoyed watching for so long because they played the game very similar to the way I played the game, played neck up. It's about making good decisions, and obviously the physical stuff comes secondary. But I really, when you look at this, and we're going to talk about the quarterbacks, ad nauseum this weekend, but to me, it's really about the front four of both defensive units, and whichever one wins, I believe, wins this football game. And up to this point, it has been the Saints' defensive front that has created all kinds of havoc, which has freed up their back end to be able to do numerous different things against all those weapons of Brady. And that has been the difference, whereas Tampa's front hasn't really got after Drew Brees, part because Drew Brees gets the ball out so quickly, but part because they're not quite as dynamic up front as what the Saints have. So that, to me, is where this game will be won or lost. I expect both quarterbacks to play well when given the opportunity, but that, to me, is what I'm looking for more than anything else in this game.
And then what about being a future Hall of Fame quarterback? What was that game for you, Kurt, when you were playing where it's just like, okay, I know this guy has got a similar resume to mine, and, I know I'm not going against him per se. I'm going against his defense, but this still just gets my game up. Who was that guy for you when you were playing?
Well, I mean, it's not really one guy. I mean, it's anybody that falls into that. And so, I remember playing against Brett Favre, one of the playoff runs, playing against a guy like that you had watched, and a guy obviously I was with for a few weeks in Green Bay, but a guy that I'd watched his career go and just knew he was a, surefire Hall of Famer. And so, but there was all kinds of guys like that. Peyton Manning along the way, when you get a chance to play against Tom Brady. Even later in my career, the last playoff game I played in Arizona was against Aaron Rodgers. And even though it was the beginning of his career, you knew that he was going to be something special. So every time there was one of those guys that you would match up against, it was important, and it was something that you wanted to prove that you belonged in the same category. And more importantly, you wanted to prove you were the better quarterback on that day. And then anytime you ratchet that up and you get closer to the Super Bowl and you get into this realm of things, I look at Drew Brees and say, Drew's has been great. But, this is a GOAT. This is a guy that wins at this time of year. What a great statement if this is his last year, to be able to beat Tom Brady in this moment. And shoot, mate, he may have to beat Tom Brady and then Aaron Rodgers if he's going to make another Super Bowl run. So, all those guys, you pay attention to it when you know that they're in that category. Obviously, these two guys are in that category, but you face those guys every once in a while, and it was always a big game.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.